The linear timeline for love. I got my red shirt on for this one. This is pretty cool. The linear timeline for love. I've done a lot of research on this one. I don't know if that makes me an expert or not an expert. You can be the judge. Let's see. So anyways, the linear timeline for love. This is kind of fun. These are the stages that a love relationship goes through. What's interesting, when I'm about to do a video like this, I'll go Google timeline for love or linear timeline for love. And I didn't find this anywhere on the internet. This is from my friend Heather Steele. I'm not even sure where she got it, but this is kind of interesting, useful. So when you're in a new relationship, you start with fresh love. We all know what that is. That's lots of fun. And then you check it out. I don't know. You go into it for a couple months. Certainly by the time 3 months hits in a relationship, you've hit disillusionment. Like, who the heck's this person? And they're not even the person you thought they were, right? And so you hit disillusionment. And then from disillusionment, there's all kinds of drama. It's like, you're not the person I thought you were. What's going on here? And then from drama, then there's the make-up sex, and then fresh love. And for a lot of relationships, this is as good as it gets. You go through this cycle of disillusionment and the drama, and then we kiss and make up, and around and around and around. And people get stuck in the drama. And what the drama is about is power and control. It's like, well, who's got the power? Who's going to be in control? Are you in control, or am I in control? And there's kind of a negotiation back and forth, a jockeying for who's got the power. Who's got the power? I mean, that's the story of the world, right? So who's got the power? And until you can resolve that, until you can move beyond the drama of who's got the power, you're stuck going back and forth from back to disillusionment or back to fresh love maybe. And until you can move beyond who's got the power and move into a breakthrough, which is, oh wow, where you snap out of the energy dynamic, the dance of who's got the power and where you guys get stuck. Until you can move beyond that, then you're stuck in who's got the power. But then if you can break through that, then you're at a point where you can create something new, recreation. And this is actually where unconditional love is wow, I can just love you fully. I can let go of my need to be in charge. I can let you be whoever you are, and we can just flow with it. And maybe you can let me be whoever I am, and we can just flow with it. Things I've observed along the journey of my own practice is this disillusionment hits around month 3 for sure. If you're in a relationship and it's fresh and it's new and it's ooey gooey and it's wonderful, by the time you hit 3 months, what will happen is, well, what happens at the beginning is everything is wonderful, and the person you're with is this amazing, and I get to show up as amazing, and I'm like the highest and best version of myself I can imagine, and you're the highest and best version of yourself that you can imagine. And the fantasy is, we're living the fantasy, but by the time month 3 hits, what starts bubbling to the surface are the real people. All of a sudden, my real self starts percolating to the surface, and your real self starts percolating to the surface. And that's where this disillusionment in part comes from, is, well, who the heck are you? And it's like, wow, okay, now I got to deal with the real you, and what might even be more difficult at times is now I got to deal with the real me, and let's start interacting from there. So all of a sudden you get to deal with the real me, and all of a sudden I start to get to deal with the real you, and there's, like, forget about the fantasy, forget about the ooey gooey fresh love. It's like, well, how's this thing going to work out, and who's in charge? And I also think there's another critical landmark at month 6. If your relationship's not going to make it, it's going to die by month 6, because after 3 months of, now I know who you really are and now you know who I really am, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But if you can pass that threshold of month 6, then maybe you've got something to where maybe you've negotiated the power balance, at least for now, and you've got something that's workable. You've got an ability to negotiate and communicate. Either that, or you've got an ability just to kind of fall asleep and go dead. I don't recommend that particular approach. But if you can get to the point of where you can negotiate and move beyond and actually break through into this unconditional love level, that's what you want. Like I said, I got my red shirt on because we're going to talk about linear love. Red is the right color. Good luck. Let me know how it's going for you.